Grand Rises Tribe. I just want to send a message out really quick. First and foremost, I want to say hopefully you're outside enjoying your beautiful Saturday. Hopefully you're doing you in the most bona fide way that you know how. For those that are tapped in and rocking with me, um, I really appreciate your presence. I appreciate the engagement, all of that good stuff. I hope that you get outside, get some sun, enjoy the weather, enjoy yourself, make peace, joy, love, and happiness. Joy and happiness, especially your priority, because if you need to heal from something, or if you're maintaining your health and you're maintaining, uh, you're stabilizing your mind, body, temple, your energy, and everything, right? Um, Prioritizing your peace, your joy, and your happiness, right? But it also feel good, right? It feel good to be happy and to have joy. Just wanted to share this message for those people that were absolutely tapped in and agrees with me in the message that I sent in regards to characters in the industry. I'm not going to repeat the name again because for what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to keep repeating these certain people's names. But for certain people in the industry who, are celebrities, and some of the behaviors that they engage in, and I know that in the culture, sex sell. And I know that, a lot of these things are popular. So I get it. There is a time and a place for everything. And as I said before, as adults, we have responsibility, even in our sexuality. If people want to be grown and they don't want people in their business, they shouldn't be putting people in their business, and they shouldn't be moving loosely and carelessly and tacky and trifling in nature. You know what I mean? So for the people that actually understand, that was rocking with the message of maturity and doing adult things appropriately, I really appreciate that, because some people would try to manipulate. There's a lot of manipulation going on, and people would try to manipulate and make it seem as though you're a hater, or you're hating on people in the industry and some of the things that they do. I'm far from a hater, and I'm not going to hate on anyone and what they do and how they get their money. And quite frankly, I don't care. What people do in their household and behind closed doors is their business. They are entitled to that. But the problem is that people are not keeping it in their household, and they're not keeping it in grown folks' spaces and private. It is leaked out where people that shouldn't be able to see it, young people shouldn't be able to see it, but they're able to see it. Am I, harping on these people and making these messages and sending these messages as if I'm trying to make it seem as though I'm perfect, or there is not a flawed bone or cell in my body? Absolutely not. But I'm not talking about me. And for me to send out certain messages and really with the intentions to try to help, right, or to try to, advise or send certain type of intelligent guidance, it should not be manipulated, or it should not be mistaken for me trying to make it seem like I'm perfect or like I'm hating on somebody, because I don't have a reason to hate. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of common things that are talked about, and there's a lot of things that should be brought to light. There's a lot of things that should be brought to our attention. And when people are using their craft, as a people, we're very, very highly talented people. So I adore that, and I rock with that. I love hip hop. I love music. I love having fun just like everybody else. I'm not I'm not the person that's telling people you shouldn't, I'm not going to be the person to tell them what not to do. But at the same time, there are men and women in our communities that should say certain things, that should speak up on certain topics, and should be like, hey, you slipping, or you out of pocket, or you should change this, or you should change that. You have this talent, or you have this beautiful talent, gifts, craft. You should do it different. And I think that, it is our duty as adults to be responsible. And I think that it is an amazing, beautiful thing. And I think that it's very beneficial to not only us as a community, but it's beneficial to the young people where their minds are developing, because their minds are not even fully developed. That it is important and it's beneficial to them to have the proper guidance and the proper leadership is all I'm saying, right? I'm not in anybody's pocket. I'm not pocket watching. I'm not bedroom watching or none of that. Like I said, I don't care, quite frankly. But the problem is when people actually share their privacy and their private things in the world. If you are in a certain type of way or mindset where you feel as though you're that trifling or you're that loose, or you have such a low self-esteem and such a low self-worth, it is obvious that you need some type of guidance, and you need some type of, some reinventing of yourself. Then you need some type of intervention. That's obvious. But at the same time, I'm not going to be a part of the people who are making it seem like that type of mindset and those type of things are a norm for a people such as ourselves. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be a part of the problem. I would prefer to be a part of the solution, is all I'm saying. So everybody that's rocking with that get the message and really are on that same energy as myself and have that same type of mindset, that's not misconstruing the message and really trying to mistaken the message. It's not rocket science. It's not, it's really not that complex. I think that, people that have common sense, they actually get the message and they know what my intentions was and where I was going with that. I'm not hating on any woman in the industry or any man, no brother or sister. I love hip hop. Like I said, I love the craft. There's just so many different moving parts of hip hop and the culture and music that I love so much and that I really rock with. But there's certain things, sometimes we say that it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And some things is sloppy, some things is trifling, some things is nasty and is disgraceful and is distasteful. There are so many beautiful and crafty and unique ways that we can share ourselves without degrading ourselves and being disgraceful, and then representing ourselves, and then being in an illusion, promoting an illusion that a lot of us are that way. And even if people actually are in the consciousness and the understanding that everybody is not like said people who are that low or in that really disgraceful way, they still need someone to tell them. And if no one tells them, then what? Then people be like, oh, nobody told them. So then there's people like me, right? It's just a message, and really it's a message of love, right? Maybe tough love to some, but that's really what it is. So that's what I wanted to say. I really wanted to get that off my chest, and I just wanted to express express gratitude to those that are like-minded and those who are tapped in and those who actually, want to do something in the community and spread messages of encouragement and messages of change and, motivation and different ways and ideas of ways that people can do it different. I really appreciate that. And again, if you rocking with me, I appreciate your energy. I appreciate your engagement. Hopefully you guys have a beautiful, blessed day. Ashe.